Hello friends, I am Prateek B and I am a third year undergraduate student from IIT Madras. I am doing an internship in Project UDAN as recommended by my institute. Today I am going to introduce you the concept of student entrepreneurship. But first of all, let us know about the prestigious project UDAN. UDAN was initiated by Mr. Rashmi and was designed by him for the educational, corporate and government sector. It is dedicated to educate people on various concepts of change management. UDAN has trained more than 8,500 individuals in its first 10 months of operation and has covered topics like aspiration, communication, divine nurturing, philanthropic approach through innovation, tourism business, top 10 career options in the world, and final steps to success. Similar to these topics, I am bringing on for you the topic of today, student entrepreneurship. But before going ahead, let us first clear out the term entrepreneurship. What is it all about? And why is there so much buzz about it? How is it connected to the word startup, which you must have heard somewhere? And why PM Modi is favoring the startups all over India? How is it possible to make your career out in entrepreneurship? I will clear out these questions today and then introduce you the options available for students in the world of entrepreneurship. The word entrepreneur is derived from the Sanskrit word Antarprerna, and we all know what Antarprerna means. Motivation from inside. So when a person gets an inner motivation to solve a particular problem through his skills and innovative mind and sets out to do it on a feasible scale, he is termed as an entrepreneur. Now the innovation that I am talking about is termed as the startup idea, which is actually a workable business model having a potential to bring out revenue through problem solving. And a startup is that business model worked out and turned into a full-fledged business, but started with that innovative business idea. Now any business, however small or big, has always the potential to turn into $1 million company someday. As you have seen in the case of Flipkart, Google, Apple and many others, which started out with an innovative, revolutionary idea and are now turned into big companies with huge turnovers. That's why there is so much buzz about startups in India. Since there is an immense amount of talented young individuals in India, and we anyways want them to utilize their talents within India. Since job opportunities are reducing day by day, as quoted by Rashmi sir in his various training programs already, startups are a very good source of creating job opportunities. This makes sense because if a viable business idea is mentored and funded properly, it has a potential to turn into a successful business, and if it is set up in India, it is a potential job creator. But the thing is, how can a student benefit from this entrepreneurship? After all, it is a purely business-oriented term and related to finances. How can a student benefit from entrepreneurship and startups? Of course he can. After all, startup is all about innovation. And who is a better innovator than a student who has been trapped in the deteriorated system of education in India and wants to get out of this trap into a better world of opportunities? That is why students are called budding entrepreneurs. Now students can be of two types in India, school students and college students. If you have any of these and you have a budding idea in your mind which has the potential to change the scenario of the present society and generate revenue as well, you are a student entrepreneur. And if you are any of these, you can opt entrepreneurship as your career. Career means that you have to give your full time to work on the particular idea and make business out of it. It is a little difficult for the Indian parents to accept you in this way, since it is their typical mentality of a middle-class Indian parent to educate their child and help them secure a stable job, through which they can live a peaceful life and earn consistently. But in this aspiration, they forget that their children can be potential problem solvers too. So this becomes your first step to pursue entrepreneurship as your career. You need to convince yourself that working on an idea for full time is totally okay, and convince your parents for the same too. After that only, you can move ahead to work on your idea. Once you do that, you have to cover the four milestones to ensure that you have built your startup. Number 1, you need to build your team. You need to pitch your idea to different individuals whom you consider can be your potential co-founders. They can be your classmates, they can be your friends, they can be your relatives, they can be anyone whom you consider as a trustable and viable person. But this is a really tough task, trust me, as you need both trust and hard work from the people whom you are planning to join hands with. But once you have done that, you have a proper team to start your business. Number 2, validate your idea. Now validating your idea can be done in a form of a project. That project is known as a pilot project. If you have a project, suppose you have a product to design, you need to design it first, right? And then only you can see whether it is working or not. Suppose you have a service model, then you need to operate it once, and then only you can get to know whether it is working or not. So this is done in the form of a pilot project. And pilot projects are funded. Trust me, they are funded by mentors if it is feasible. But you have to do a lot of groundwork to achieve this. But you have to do it because it is your idea. Now number 3, plot down your business plan. Business plan is a proper working model of your idea and includes all the finances and operational timeline of the business. You would be requiring mentor support to do the same, and there are plenty of organizations in India who would love to support you. Number 4 is getting funded. Now this is the toughest task, since convincing someone to invest lakhs and crores of rupees into your business without a proper proof of returns is not easy. You have to put your idea and model in front of various types of investors, and there will be that one investor who will be lucky enough to fund you. Following these 4 steps, you can build your business and you can be a student entrepreneur. So if you have a budding idea in your mind, please go ahead and pursue it. Thank you.